Hey guys, it's Heather. I am doing a little bit of packaging today. So far I've got these done. I haven't put labels on them yet. I do that after I get everything packaged. I got a new roll of packing film. Right here it comes on a giant roll. Just like that. And I've been testing it out to see if I like this better than bags. And so far I do. It's the same 75 gauge film that I get in bags. When I order bags, I usually get them from Two Wild Hairs because the shop is fantastic. I really, really like it. If you're looking for good recipes, she sells quite a few. But I also am testing out today if YouTube is up and running the way it's supposed to. I've been having issues. For those of you that just saw the video that I just put out, I got that video out. It took 2 weeks to get it to post. I'm gonna have to get a bigger sealer because this one is not quite large enough for the 12-inch size that I'm using. But yeah, for some reason YouTube was not my friend for a minute, and I could not get anything to upload the way it's supposed to. And it was getting really frustrating. But finally the video went up yesterday, and I'm so glad, or day before yesterday, and I'm so glad. And then today it's just packaging day. If you have any issues with the video, please comment, let me know, like if you can't see it well, because my last video, it looks great to me, but when other people watched it, for some reason it was grainy and pixelated. So just let me know if you guys see anything like that. But yeah, all I do is slide my bars in, because when it seals, this side is already closed. I haven't done any bath bombs in it yet, but I think it's pretty much going to be the same thing. I put them in, slide them along my edge, and seal. And because it's an 8-inch and not a 12-inch, I have a little bit more that I have to seal off. And then I stretch my edge like this to keep it from kind of bundling in on itself so that it doesn't make the bag smaller. And I am super excited right now. I have been doing the Hip Donaldson Farmers Market, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. So if you guys are in the Nashville area, stop by and see me. I know some of my new viewers and subscribers I met there, and I am so glad you guys are here. You get to see how I package your products and make your products, which is always enjoyable, right? To know where your products come from, how they're made. These are my Spring Orchard soaps. They're very appley and floral at the same time. So slide it in, make sure it's even, put even pressure, and slide the back end on and pull. Stretch out my film, and this is the smell through so that you can still smell the soaps. I'm just scooting it down so I have enough space to press it and seal it. And this is food grade film. So it's a really good film. And I got this from Amazon for those of you that are soap makers. I think it was like $36, but it's a huge roll. Like, let's do it this way so you guys can see. This is a huge roll of film. This lasts a long, long time. The reason I did this is because when I was using my bags, and I have my bags over here, I'll show those to you. This is what I had left of my bags. I buy them in bulk and then use them that way, but I was having a lot of waste. And, you know, I would use it to what was left over to wrap smaller things or tiny bath bombs, but it was still leaving a decent amount of waste, and I just don't like that. So I got the bags, and so far it is very minimal, the amount of waste. So I am really happy with that. I do think, though, that I'm going to have to get a larger sealer to make it go more quickly. Line it up, seal it. Okay, and this is all that's wasted. Whereas with the other ones, I would have twice this on one side and twice this along the top left over. And of course, here's my White Roses red soap that's fragranced with butterfly flowers. And you may see little sprigs kind of in the background. I have little bits of lavender that I had on the bath bombs that I did. And and I did those with the big, not with this film, but with my regular bags. But the lavender sort of spilled as I was working with it. I'm thinking about doing a little series, and you guys can tell me if you would be interested in seeing said series. I want to talk about things like what does natural mean? What's the difference between natural and organic? What's the difference between man-made and nature-like? Because I think there are things that people think they know and that they may not. And it's always helpful to know kind of the regulations as well in the industry. Because I've talked to a few people. One of the other beauties about being at the farmer's market is I've talked to a few people that don't know the legalities of things. So they'll come up to me and say, hey, can you give me a soap that cures this or that treats this? And legally, as a soap maker, you can't do that because then it becomes a drug and it is regulated differently by the FDA. And so I thought that might be an interesting bit of information to put out there for customers and also for other soap makers, because I know when I started, I didn't have all of those details because I was just making soap for myself and giving soap away to other people. Okay, I'm going to try something else. Okay. I want to see how well these little guys here work. And I want to see if it affects like my little unicorn horns and things like that. But yeah, I think that it might be a really good place to educate. So let me know what you guys think about that. I may be able to fit 4 in here, but just to be safe, I'm going to do this way to start. Oh, these are working really well. Okay, I'm impressed. I may just recommend using rolls like this to everybody. I'll see if there's a better way to not waste the end pieces, because it's not quite enough to seal, but I'm going to try. I don't think it's going to be enough to seal it, so I'll have to position it differently next time. But it did seal them. So how is everyone doing? How was your Memorial Day? Do you have any fun new projects that you're working on lately? If so, what are they? I just made some caffeine and Corab with aloe masks that are awesome, and I'm super excited about them. I've been making a bunch of mini bath bombs, which I am thoroughly enjoying. They're fun to make, and people seem to really like them because you can get a mixture of bath bombs to find out what you like and what you don't like, to test out fragrances, which is always fun. And of course, like I said, I've been working on these farmers markets, which is incredible. I really want to do more of them. I enjoy the interaction with the customers because I'm there every week. It is fun to me to get to know everyone. I have customers that show up every single week, and for those of you that do that, I think incredible, and thank you. You make what I do worthwhile because I get that instant gratification of knowing that you really like the products versus when people order online and I have to kind of wait and see what people think and see if they give me a review. In that sense, I get a review immediately, which is always wonderful, right? It's nice to be able to answer product questions as soon as I get them. And it's always nice to get to know you guys. Okay. See See, perfect seal. This is really great wrap. I don't know if you guys have seen these. I'm pretty sure you have, but if you're new, these are the mini soaps, and they're cupcake soaps. Whenever I get small samples that are about this size, I can make a batch of cupcake soaps to test. This one happens to be brownie. This one is Butt Naked, and it's a very fruity, summery fragrance. This one's Georgia Peach. The one that I am about to seal is Sage and Raspberry. And I have, let's see if I can grab it. And then I have an elderflower. And I have, which I don't think I have them with me. I think I've already sold them. Oh no, here we've got 3. I have lemon meringue. And they are the testers that I am selling currently. I think the whiskey fragrance oil I'm going to give to Tina to make some test candles, and you guys can let us know what you think of those. We have some incredible new candle fragrances coming. We have strawberry guava, lavender, white sage and lavender, black sea. What are the other 2? Cactus flower and jade, and sea salt and orchid are the ones that are next. And they'll be 2 or 3 weeks, I think is what Tina said, before they're ready to sell. I've already made some bath bombs in those fragrances that I have sold in mini sizes. And they sold really quickly, so I know they're great fragrances and people really like them. I will say this, next time I do unicorn soaps, I'm making the horns a bit bigger than I did this last time, like thicker, because they're a little bit fragile. So next time I will definitely, and look at that, that's all the waste. So yeah, I will end up making those horns thicker next time. Okay, I'm going to get some more. Same goes for the hats. I will make the hats a bit thicker if I make more hats. Okay. Yeah, these rolls anyway of film are really fantastic. I've got the room to do what I need to do to space them out. There's not a lot of waste when it comes to the film itself. And I've already sealed up the bars that I was doing earlier with the heat gun. And it seals up really quickly, really easily. Okay. had to get a new heating element for my heat sealer. See, look, that's it. That's all the waste. That makes a huge difference in comparison. I'll show you guys. Here's what I had left over from the bags. This is the waste that I had from using the bag. And here's the waste from using the film. So I would much rather do this. It is a little staticky, so if anyone's used film like this in a roll before and know how to make it a little less staticky, leave a comment. Let me know. Don't forget to, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to like and subscribe because that helps me out a bunch. Hit the little bell icon because that's when you'll get reminders of when my videos go up. Right now I have a video up that is a review or an unboxing. These really awesome eco glitters from Nurture Soap. I was almost out of my old glitters, so I thought I would test out their sample pack of bath bomb glitters. And I am so glad that I did because I love them. They turned out great. I've already used a couple of them. So far my favorites are the gold, the Imperial Purple, and ooh, what is it called? Hearts. No. Let me see if I can find it. Is that it? Yeah, the Wild Strawberry is wonderful. Okay, there we go. Make sure it's actually... Got this big one to seal up and two small ones. That's something too. I can do all of these at once, which is kind of awesome. And I can try to position them in a way that wastes less. But anyway, that's my newest video, is that kind of unboxing. And then I am working on publishing a video on how I made, I can't remember if it's this soap or my other soap. I think it's the oatmeal milk and honey soap. That is my next one to go up sometime this week. There we have it, just that little bit. That is awesome, and I feel like I have barely used any of the roll, which is great. I'm gonna have to get like a holder for it because because it's staticky, it attracts everything. But this is incredible. Right now, I just store it in the box it came in to keep it from anything like any of the florals that I use, or my dried rose petals, or that lavender. Oh, here, I'll show you these. There's some of the glitter. Use the black onyx glitter on this one. This one I use Super Sparkle. This is the Lavender Sage. This one, thinking I use Fuchsia on this one. And this is Cactus Flower and Jade. This one was the Guava Strawberry. This one's the Black Sea. And this is Sea Salt and Orchid. And I used the Imperial Purple on it. And it turned out really beautiful. But okay, guys, I think that's it. I am going to go ahead and use my heat gun to seal everything, but that gets awfully loud. So don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the little bell button, check me out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you guys later. Wishing you luck, love, and a great day. Bye, guys.